life is a gamble. Everything is a risk. There's a risk in not taking a risk. There's a risk in taking a risk, of course. But um, for me, all I want to do is put all my cards, put all my spades, put everything that I have on the life that I want, on the dreams that I have. So it's all about how you're playing your cards. You can get dealt such a bad hand, at whatever table, at whatever game that you're playing, but it's about how you play that hand. Are you bluffing? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? What's your strategy on how you're going to get through the position that you're put in with the cards that you're dealt? And I say that to say, every card, every hand that you're dealt is a winning hand. I feel as though where I'm at today in love, in life, um, I'm ready to risk it all for the things I want, and people can look at me and say that's the wrong way to think about it. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I've heard these type of sayings my whole life, and that I've been living wrong and all these things. But at the same exact time, I think that you only can but so much listen to people. I can listen and think, these people might be right about what they're saying. These people might be right about the person I have to be, the risks that I don't need to take, the risks that I do need to take. But one thing I do know is that nobody else is right but you. You're at the end of the day, you're the only person that could be right. You're the only person that knows your destiny. You're the only person that knows what's best for you. As much as somebody loves you, as much as somebody cares for you, they cannot know what's best for you. It's simple, and you have to be the judger of your fate. You have to be the decider of the life that you want to live. And I feel as though, and I say this all the time, that life shows you the life that you want to live, or the vision that you have for your life is put right in front of your eyes, in your daydreams, in your night dreams, of the life that you're supposed to be living, of the life that is in your future, of the life that you deserve. And I feel as though there's no point in living small. There's no point in shrinking yourself down in a world full of small-minded people that are just trying to fit inside of a crowd. I've been told my whole life to play it safe, play it small, do this, do that, this, that, and this. And I feel as though the day I became the person that I am today, the day I became Kyle Leroy Johnson, or my exact name, and started living as my name, is the day I started saying that I was going to live as myself and not listen to what the world is telling me I have to be, or listen to the right way to live, or listen to the whole perspective of the world to shape my life into this version of success. And whether that may be my parents telling me, or your parents telling you, or your friends telling you what you should be, what you shouldn't be, you're the only person that could tell yourself what you can be and what you cannot be. And at the end of the day, God definitely plays a big part in my life, and has played so much of a part in my life that I have this mentality of going all in on the things that I want because of the defects of character that he put inside my life. And so many people are dealt these cards of bad cards and good cards, and I've been dealt some great cards, and I've also been dealt some bad cards. If you don't know, I'm 3.5 years sober, almost 4 years sober, and I'm 22 years old, and I've changed my life completely, and my life has changed completely, and that's all to the grace of God and all through the things that I went through, and I was in that really, really dark place, and that's because I was born with a addictive personality, and I'm grateful for that now today, because it plays in my life in such great ways that it could be used as a sword that stabs myself, or it could be a sword to fight the world and get the things that I want and fight for the things that I want. And it's all about how I choose to use it. I could be addicted to healthy things. I could be addicted to making these videos. I could be addicted to building a business. I could be addicted to building and growing health-wise, relationship-wise. There's so many different things that you could be addicted to in life that, it could play as good and play as bad. And I've kind of gained this all-in mentality from having this I guess you would quote-unquote call it a problem, but I realized as well, just through going through the things that I went through, that you have to really choose your life, and you have to choose your life very, 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 very wisely, because the life that you choose, the life that you believe that you deserve, is truly the life that you're going to deserve. The mindset that you put in, the thoughts that you think on a daily basis, is truly what turns into your reality. And I've experienced this firsthand, as I said, going through the things that I went through, going through drug addiction, whatever you want to call it, and living this life and having a mentality of being a victim, or having a mentality of not being enough, or trying to please the world, that drove me to those points. So now that I'm living in a different space, I'm living a complete contrary life, where I realize that my perspective is the most important thing that I have, and the things that I want in life will come from the thoughts that I have, and today, as much as it's always a battle, and it continues to be a battle, but I'm making the right gambles today. Like, if that makes sense, life is a gamble. Everything is a risk. There's a risk in not taking a risk. There's a risk in taking a risk, of course. But um, for me, all I want to do is put all my cards, put all my spades, put everything that I have on the life that I want, on the dreams that I have, and that's what I'm doing today. And I'm not gonna say that it's perfect. I'm not gonna say it's going perfectly right. I'm not gonna say anything, but one thing that I do realize is that um, you have to make choices in life. You have to make a choice on the life that you live. You have to make a choice on the person that you're going to be. And today I'm choosing to be the best person that I possibly can be. Today I'm choosing to be a different person than I've ever been. Today I'm choosing not to steal. Today I'm choosing to be this person, And I say this all to say that you're in charge of the person that you are. God made you. God made you a person, and put a bunch of qualities inside you for you to be great, and for you to change the world in so many different ways and make your impact. We can only change the world but so much, and we're all gonna die one day. But God gave you things. God gave you gifts. And as much as the gifts are defects, it's also the thing that makes you greatest. It's your superpower in life. And I feel as though I've been given a superpower. I've been given a gift to have these things wrong in me, to have all these things that quote unquote hold me back in life, that are now driving me forward in life. So it's all about how you're playing your cards. You can get dealt such a bad hand, at whatever table, at whatever game that you're playing, but it's about how you play that hand. Are you bluffing? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? What's your strategy on how you're going to get through the position that you're put in with the cards that you're dealt? And I say that to say, every card, every hand that you're dealt is a winning hand. You can win with the hand. Every way is possibility, and has endless possibilities to the thing that you can achieve, the places that you can go, the things that you can win, the rewards that come out of it. And I just don't want you to limit yourself. I don't want you to be down on yourself, thinking that all these defects of character that you have, all these things that you're facing, the struggles, the hardships, all these things are to grow you, are to make you the man, to make you the woman that you're destined to be. And don't think it's all bad. Don't think you have to be somebody else, because you were made perfectly imperfect. You were made in so many different ways that aren't going to hinder you, and that don't hinder you. And I continue to tell yourself, like, bro, listen to your gut. Listen to what you believe in. Listen to who you are, because that's going to define where your life goes, and the life that you live, and the person that you are. Because if you don't know who you are, you're gonna fall for anything. If you stand for nothing, you're gonna fall for exactly anything. So I ask you to stand for something today. I ask you to take pride in who you are, whether you think it's worth something, whether you don't think it's worth something, whether you think that you will be something or will not be something. If it takes a lie, if it takes a delusion, if it takes you living in an altered reality that you're creating, then that's what it takes. And I'm grateful to be here today. I'm grateful to live a life today. And you have to always remember, and I have to always remind myself, that this life can't be taken for granted. This could be your last day. This could be the last day that you live. This could be the last day that you have a shot at chasing your dreams. So go chase them to the fullest. And the possibilities are endless to this life. Don't think that you have that you know what's going to happen in the future, because you don't know tomorrow, you don't know the next day, you don't know a year from now, and you can only plan, and you can't really plan. You only can make put out ideas and see how they plan out, but um we make plans and God laughs. I love thinking that, and I love that idea, because it's so true, man. Like, I make a plan and God laughs. I think I'm somebody, and God shows me I'm not that person. And then he shows me an even better person, and I say, dang, I never thought of that, And just know, man, that this is all happening for a reason, bro. Everything is happening for a reason. And to take that gamble on yourself, bet on yourself, because nobody's gonna bet on you like you could bet on you, and that you're capable, bro. Like, you're 100% and indefinitely capable of being this person that you don't even know can be, that you can be. The possibilities are completely endless, and the person that you imagined, you're probably gonna be able to be 10 times more than that. So I just want you to think big, dream big, and continue to work and continue to better yourself, and there's going to be trials, there's going to be tribulations, there's going to be things that hold you back, that's going to push you to maybe want to give up, but that's the moment that you have to double down. That's the moment that you have to continue to walk this straight path and leave out all the distractions, walk away from the person you used to be, and be this new person that you want to be. So yeah, I just thought I'd say this, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day outside in sunny New York City, and I'm so, so blessed, so, so grateful to send this message out to you, and I ask you to like, comment, subscribe. Whenever I read your guys' comments, I'm so, so happy to hear that you've gotten something out of this video, and that's why I make these videos. Even if one person's listening, two people listen, if two people relate, one person relates, that's all I do this for. So like, comment, subscribe, give this support, and spread this message to more people. I'd be eternally grateful for that. Thank you, guys.